This time on Bulletproof Tactical, we're going to go ahead and review the Glock 19. This is the Generation 3. I know some viewers are going to say, Bulletproof Tactical, we're already in Gen 5. Why are you even reviewing this handgun? But I've seen so many comments and so many videos of people just liking the Gen 3 over the Gen 4 and the Gen 5. So I think it's about time I do my own opinion. And I know a lot of people have been requesting this video, so let's go ahead and respond to the viewers. What do I think about the Glock 19 Gen 3? So continue watching. Okay, so for those of you who aren't familiar with the Glock box, this is what the Glock box looks like on the Generation 3. They did change it. The Gen 1 and the Gen 2 used to come in a little Tupperware, which I thought was pretty cool. Looked like a little lunch Tupperware. So this is what the box looks like. You get 2 mags. Both are 15 round capacity. So if you want to carry this gun loaded, you would basically carry 15 plus 1 for those of you who like to carry one in the chamber. And I think that's a pretty good capacity for the size of the handgun. You also get a speed loader and your booklets and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and concentrate more on the firearm. Let's go ahead and do a safety check for those of you who are concerned about my safety. And we're good to go. We're clear. Let's go ahead and get the box out of the way. And I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I think people are such big fans of Glocks because of their simplicity. Some people don't like them because they're too simple. One big example is you don't get a manual safety. You always get your little trigger safety mechanism, which in my opinion is not much of a safety. Let's say a child takes your firearm and wants to shoot, he most likely is going to be able to, shoot the live round if you have one in the chamber. You don't get ambidextrous slide release. You only get one. Gen 5 solved that issue. In the Gen 3, you only get one. Your takedown lever is the same exact takedown lever you've been getting on all your Glocks. The slide itself, the finish, it's a little shinier than Generation 1 and 2. But then again, I've heard it's a very durable finish. This one has night sights. These are not the factory sights. They've been swapped out by the original owner. But then again, a lot of people complain about the Glocks having plastic sights. Let's say you drop your gun, you can break your sights really easily. So it's nice to, as soon as you get a Glock, that's usually what most people do, just swap out the sights. And as far as the size goes, you can see it's not that big. It's not a full-size gun. So I think it's perfect for concealment. It's not that compact either. It's not a little palm grip pistol. So I say this is the perfect size for daily carry, concealed carry. In my opinion, it's perfect. The weight is not bad with a polymer frame. You don't get all that extra weight in your waistband. You can also add a little extended clips that they sell. But let's go ahead and do a trigger pull. I know a lot of people complain about the Glock trigger pulls. We're going to go ahead and put the gauge. We're going to see how good the trigger is. We're going to go ahead and weigh the firearm for those of you who are concerned. And what else can I tell you about this firearm? Basically the simplicity, That's what most people like. As far as the price goes, these guns, I mean, they don't offer much for the price. They are going around $500, $550, $450 in the used market sometimes. They hold their value pretty well because these guns are very, very, let's say they're in high demand. That's why they hold their value. So let's go ahead and do less talking. Let's go ahead and do a trigger pull and weigh it. You know, this is going to be a really simple review because it's a really simple firearm. There's not much to talk about it, but Glocks are known to be really reliable, and I think that's mainly because of its simplicity. So let's go ahead and do the trigger pull. All right, let's go ahead and do a trigger pull once again. The firearm is clear. And let's go ahead and do a trigger pull. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do one more just in case people think I'm cheating it. Let's go ahead and do one more. Okay. Not the best of triggers, honestly, but then again, that's one of the major complaints of the non-Glock community, is that they have horrible triggers. I can agree to some certain extent. You know, they're not the best triggers. They're kind of spongy, you know, but then again, it's a tool. That's what the Glock people say. It's a tool. Doesn't need to be pretty. Doesn't need to have the best trigger. Doesn't need to have the best sights. So let's go ahead and weigh it, and then we'll take it down to the range. All right, so let's go ahead and weigh the firearm. There you go, empty, nothing in there. We're weighing it with no rounds in the gun. So let's go ahead and weigh the firearm. For those of you who want to carry this for concealment, 1 pound, 7.6 ounces. Okay, so there you have it. I think the weight is not bad at all. Quick note, we're going to go ahead and take it down to the range. We're going to go ahead and test accuracy and recoil, which I don't think should be a big problem shooting 9mm. And also it has a 4-inch barrel, so I don't think it's going to be that snappy. It does have kind of a short barrel, but we're going to go ahead and see how snappy it is, how accurate it is, and obviously how fun it is. So let's go ahead and take it down to the range. Continue watching. Okay, so one of the biggest concerns with the Gen 3 people have is the grip, having these finger grooves. I honestly think they're quite comfortable, but then again, that's up to you, right? Your personal preference. I think the finger grooves are not much of an issue. A lot of people like to stipple these guns because they think the grips suck, but I say they're fairly grippy and they're pretty comfortable, so zero concerns there. Not bad, I like it. Okay, so Bulletproof Tactical, please give us your opinion on the Glock. Should I buy a Glock? Everyone's going to tell you to buy a Glock, so I'm going to do the same thing. Buy it. It's cool. It's the best gun you're ever going to have. It's a tool. It's not ugly at all. I'm just lying, guys. The fact of the matter is, it's reliable. It's not that cheap, but this gun is not going to let you down. It's accurate. It has, I would say, a significant amount of ammo to get the job done. There's plenty of holsters and aftermarket accessories for Glocks. They're compatible with so many other Glock components. That's the main, that's what makes these guns so attractive. The fact that you can just basically swap the parts. They're easy to replace. Anyone without much gunsmithing experience or zero gunsmithing experience can change out a trigger on these, the sights, the barrel. So that's pretty much what I like about the Glocks. That's why this gun is so popular. I would say it's the perfect size for a handgun. It's not too big, it's not too small, carries a good amount of ammo, and also reliability is there. So who cares about the sights? Who cares about the trigger? Of course, any gun has room for improvement, but this gun is pretty much, let's just say, a really good package altogether. And you know, I'm not going to trash talk Glock. I'm not going to say it's the best gun ever. I just say it's a really good gun. They're reliable. Law enforcement carries these things for a reason. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please go ahead and subscribe to Bulletproof Tactical. Like the video. Leave me a comment. Do you think this gun's cool? Do you like maybe the Gen 4 or Gen 5 better? The Gen 1? You know, you name it. I would like to get my hands on a Gen 1 and a Gen 2. I haven't seen much videos of those out there. And go ahead and leave me a comment and I'll reply as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys and girls.